is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, my name is Hannah. If you're not new, welcome back. Welcome to another vlog. I am currently sitting on my floor because I'm going to do like a little unboxing for you guys. But I wanted to explain the unboxing before I just get into it. So I mentioned this in a few videos back, but essentially I am doing a apartment revamp. So I'm going to do a book nook, I'm gonna redo my kitchen storage, which I think is like what these packages are. I'm going to get a dresser and some like real furniture for this apartment. Make it like a super cozy space because right now I just feel like it's not cozy, and I think that that's part of why I feel stir crazy sometimes, is I literally only have my bedroom to turn to. So I'm gonna invest in some chairs and, you know, some bigger furniture that just makes it feel more like a home. But I wanted to start with the kitchen because these items are a little bit cheaper than what I would be investing in for the chairs and the dresser and stuff like that. The chairs and the dresser are going to be a little bit pricier just because I want to buy things that I can have for years to come. I don't want to make any impulsive decisions on those. I want to like take my time and pick them out. But for the kitchen stuff, it's pretty simple because I'm going to do like the aesthetic cabinet container type situation. So anyways, I'm just going to get into it and actually open up these packages for you guys to show you what I got. Everything that I show will be linked down below for you guys to check out if you are maybe in a similar situation or if you're moving into your first apartment. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. I'm unsure. Okay, so for this one, it's something super small, but it's just literally an egg container. I wanted to buy something with a hard top. So my fridge, for those of you guys that don't know, my fridge is kind of small compared to a normal sized fridge. Okay, let me stop unwrapping this because that's probably annoying. My fridge is kind of small compared to a normal sized fridge. It's not a mini fridge, but it's also not a full size fridge. It's right here. You probably can't tell on camera. And so I have to stack a lot of things in my fridge, and I tend to try to stack things on my eggs, but I can't stack anything super heavy on the eggs without crushing the box. So I want to go ahead and buy a egg container that I can actually stack stuff on without worrying about breaking the eggs. So random, but it's something that my mom actually has at home in our fridge at home, which is where I got the idea, or else I probably wouldn't know to buy this. So I got an egg container. The next thing that I have, I'm actually really excited about because this is where the majority of the organization is going to take place. So I bought a, you can actually see the front of it. I bought a 8-piece storage container set from Amazon. So it has 4 of the smaller ones, 2 medium ones, and 2 large ones to put pasta, flour, sugar, brown sugar, gummies, like, you know what I mean, just like an assorted amount of stuff in. And I think that I might get labels or something off of Etsy or Amazon, or just make them myself. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I knew that this is something that I definitely wanted to do when I decided to do my apartment revamp and my kitchen revamp, is just because my flour and sugar and everything is kind of thrown into that cabinet. I'll show you guys in a second. And I want to just make it like organized and put together and feel like I kind of have my life a little bit more organized. I also know this is something that I can use down the road, so it's not like I'm buying it just for this apartment. These are pretty standard size of containers, so money is not wasted here. This is the medium and this is the small, if you guys can tell the difference between those. So these are like really good sizes. And like I said, I just made sure to measure everything before I bought it. I would highly recommend doing that because some of the containers that I was looking at on Amazon were going to be too tall for my storage space, and then I would have had to return them. So definitely highly recommend measuring before you go to buy anything. So that you guys can see the sizing a little bit more. So I guess this is the large one. I didn't see this one before. It's pretty tall. I'll probably put pasta or something in here, or something large. Then there are these 2 medium ones. This is like the next size down from the large one. Those 2. And then this is like a smaller medium one. I don't know. It's like slightly smaller than these. And then we have 4 of the smaller ones. So I don't really know what I'll put in these ones because they are kind of small, but I feel like I'll definitely find something. So this is what the collection looks like. And I also saw some of these at Home Goods and TJ Maxx when I went the other day. So if it comes down to it and I need more of one particular size, I can always run to TJ Maxx and they sell them for like $5. But for me, I did the math in my head when I was at TJ Maxx, and it was cheaper to buy this set from Amazon for $30 than it was to buy them individually from TJ Maxx, because at TJ Maxx they were selling them for $5 each. Like I said, I just made sure to measure and then made sure that it had all the sizes that I would want. It's like, that's why I decided to go with this rather than just getting it from TJ Maxx. All right, before I wash all of this situation, I wanted to show you a little tour of like what my kitchen cabinets currently look like, what I'm changing and what I'm not going to change. So this is the cabinet that's primarily getting the full makeover. You can tell that everything is all over the place just as far as like snacks and spices and stuff like that goes. So I actually bought this from Bed Bath & Beyond the other day when I was there, when I went to TJ Maxx and Home Goods. So I'll have this link down below. I just didn't include it in the haul because I wanted to make sure that it fit in my cabinet, and then when I made sure it fit my cabinet, I already had the spices and everything on, so I just didn't record me organizing this. But I do really like this rack. I think it's very simple. It was like literally $5, so I'll have that linked as well. And then, like I said, everything else is just kind of a hot mess. It needs some revamping ASAP. This I think I'm gonna leave here. I toyed around with getting just some simple glass plastic containers for the syrups, but I honestly think that it looks fine. The Torani wrappers aren't like that ugly. And then for here, obviously the glasses are not all in there right now. Some of them are in the dishwasher and some of them are drying right here, but this is what the glass cabinet looks like. I'm gonna keep this here because I like the way that it looks. I think it looks, one, all the glasses are in there. I think it looks very aesthetically pleasing and I don't really have an issue with it. It looks very clean and simple. This cabinet honestly needs some work as well. So typically plates go here. A lot of them are in the dishwasher right now. Then I keep my water bottles and mugs up here. Then I keep plastic containers. This is kind of a mess. Could use some organization. I have no clue what's up there other than the Nespresso pods, so I gotta figure that out as well. Up here I have bowls, mainly popcorn bowls, and then I bought these to go on my table, but my table is just a little bit too small for them, so I just keep them up here because I don't really use them that often. I don't really use that cabinet because I can't reach it because I'm a little short. This is what the fridge looks like. I want to do like a fridge organization as well, so not only did I buy the case for the eggs, but I want to buy some sort of drawer or something so that I can stack things, because it's really awkward because I can't move this shelf down here because then I wouldn't be able to fit the Brita, but this is like the smallest size that a Brita comes in, nor do I really want to buy a new Brita. So I keep this up here and I keep like cookie dough and deli meat and stuff like that. But I would love to potentially get a stacker situation so that I can put things in like a drawer or a shelving situation and then put something on top of it as well, so I can like fit more in my fridge, because as of right now it just doesn't really work that well. And then keep vegetables in here, and then drinks tend to go in here, and then this is kind of organized. I know it doesn't really look organized, but it is what it is. And then these drawers are kind of organized as well, so this is all of my utensils. This drawer is just never, it's never gonna look aesthetically pleasing. I bought things to organize it and it did not work out. They just slide all over the place, so at this point things are just in here and that's as good as it's gonna get. Down here I keep oven mitts and kitchen washcloths and towels and stuff. And then down here is just plastic bags, aluminum foil, and plastic wrap. So that's fairly organized as well. So like I said, this is mainly the beast that I'm planning on tackling today with those containers. But before I put them in the cabinet and put flour and stuff in it, I need to wash out those containers because they were a little bit gross. They had stuff in them. I just don't want to like put the flour and the sugar and stuff in there when there's like hairs and dirt and stuff in the container. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash those first, and then I'm gonna pull everything out of the cabinet and put it on the counter and see what needs to go where. cabinet is completely empty and I have literally cluttered my counter with everything. I need to dry these with the towel because obviously I can't put flour and stuff in a wet container. Have stuff over here, have stuff over here. So I think next thing that I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna dry these and then I'm gonna put the flour and sugar and stuff like that in the containers, because that was the main reason I bought the containers, was to put like this in there, and then the flour is somewhere over here and stuff like that, and then see what I need after that. Okay, so everything is dry. My fear actually happened though, and one of the containers is cracked. These containers, and I noticed this in Home Goods too, if you guys go to buy these containers or something similar, you can't even see the crack, can you? They're super there it is. They're super delicate, so you have to be very careful with them, and I knew that, but somehow still managed to crack this one. So this one is no longer usable, I don't think, because I'm gonna be putting like powders or like, I don't know, this is not a grain, but you know what I mean, like salt, sugar, flour, and I obviously can't have something that's gonna leak out the side, so that's a bit annoying, but I don't think it's worth it for me to return the whole set just because one of them cracked. So I'm leaving this off to the side. If I need one, I'll just go to Home Goods and buy a new one. It's like $5, it's not that big of a deal, but I am just warning you that I've noticed this with almost every brand that I ran into over the past couple days looking at these containers, is that they crack really easily, because I saw a few that were cracked in Home Goods as well. So just a forewarning. Figured I'd be realistic about these on here. I went ahead and I dried all of them. So now comes the fun part of actually putting the flour and sugar and stuff like that in the containers. But I think I'm gonna start with the eggs because the eggs are the easiest to do, and that's just the fridge. Everything in the containers now. I ended up using the one that was cracked just because I'm gonna leave the powdered sugar in the bag anyways, so I didn't want this to go to waste, so I'm leaving this in the, I guess, pile. I don't know. This one I don't have anything to go in. I guess I could put this in there. I don't really know. I think that I might get some more little drawers or boxes to put like the seasonings in. So right now I have like taco seasoning and chili powder and like Italian seasoning, just random seasonings in this one because I didn't know what to do with these. This has the quick rise yeast in it. I have breadcrumbs, panko breadcrumbs, sugar, flour, brown sugar, powdered sugar, and stuff like that. But I want to get, I think, some more containers because I still have pasta noodles and rice bags left, so I think I want to get 2 more containers, one for pasta noodles, one for the rice, and utilize those as well. So that's something I could potentially do. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start putting these in the cabinet. I'm gonna put the baking supplies back on the top shelf because I don't really bake that often anyways, just to have it all in one place, and then kind of go about organizing everything else. Alright, the lighting kind of sucks, but you guys can kind of see what I was going for here. Like I said, I think I want to get 2 more of those containers for the pasta and the rice to go down there. And then I may get some like Tupperware containers or like buckets to put some of the granola bars in and to organize maybe the spices a little bit more. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that it looks good so far. Like, good progress has been made. I think that this is gonna be a multiple day type of situation, so I'm gonna leave it here for the day, but I feel like it already looks 10 times better than what it was before, because you guys realized that before it was just kind of like a hot mess. So I think it's already starting to look a little bit better. Alright, hello, it's a few days later. I went to TJ Maxx last night and got a few more containers and some buckets and stuff like that, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update. So I don't think I'm going to be doing the fridge anymore, just because I really don't know how I want to do the fridge. It's just so awkwardly spaced out that I don't know if like containers are going to work in there or what's going to happen. So that's going to be the future project. I don't want to rush and buy anything for that. So I'm not going to do the fridge anymore. I bought the egg container and that's as good as it's going to get for now. But I did buy a few more containers for the snack cabinet and the cabinet up here that has all the spices and the food and the pasta and stuff like that. So I did a little, it'll be like a little mini haul. So these are a little bit different than the other containers that I had. If you saw previously, the other containers had like a flip top. These are like a spinny lock. I couldn't find the exact same ones that I had up there, but these are pretty similar. If anything, they might be a little bit better quality. So I bought one of this size, one of the smaller size, simply because they didn't have two of these, or else I would have bought two smaller ones. And then I bought a bucket to put popcorn and snacks and stuff like that. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna end up doing this. So I bought these from TJ Maxx last night. I think the total was maybe 20 bucks, something of that sort. It really wasn't that expensive at all. Yeah, so this is what I got to finish off the cabinet, and it's not going to be perfect, but if anything, it's going to be way more organized than what it was before. I might end up adding some other things in there later on down the road, but this is as good as it's going to get for now. Also, I literally went to buy this last night and it's cracked at the bottom, if you can see that right there, but I know why it's cracked at the bottom, because I was at TJ Maxx last night, like I said, obviously, and I went up to the cash register with my items like this, and I was trying to be very gentle with them because I know that they crack easily, and the person that was checking out my item, I'm taking those out just so I can demonstrate what happened because I don't want to drop them, but the woman that was checking out my items took the bucket that had the two like containers in and goes like this and just drops them on the counter. And so I knew for a fact that one of them was probably broken, but I couldn't tell. I thought maybe that I got away without them breaking, but I couldn't tell until I took off the wrapping on this, and it is 100% broken, but I had already taken off the stickers, so we're just gonna work with it. I don't think it went all the way through. It honestly might have, but it's fine. But she did that, and I literally, when she dumped it on the counter, my mouth dropped open. I was like, but you couldn't see because I was wearing a mask, thank God. Why was that necessary? So it did crack, but I think it's still usable, and I already took the sticker off, so I can't return it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start organizing. I already have an idea of what I wanna do, so I'm just gonna do a little montage moment, and you guys can watch, and I'll explain it after. The grand reveal. Honestly, nothing dramatic, but you guys saw the before and now you get to see the after. So I didn't change anything up here. I had to add the olive oil because it doesn't stand up anywhere else. That didn't change. Now the snacks are a little bit more organized. You guys saw the container that I made. So you have popcorn, granola bars, Cliff bars. I have an absurd amount of Cliff bars because I actually bought like a whole pack from Amazon, and it came in like this massive box. So I'm really glad to get that box out of the way because it was taking up a huge hunk of space in my cabinet. And then moving down here, this will typically be filled with pasta. I tend to buy a lot of pasta, but I used the majority of it last night to make a whole dish. So that's a bit empty. Then we have rice, ramen, and then all of the seasonings like you guys saw before, and then just a few extra things off to the side. But overall, I think that it looks so much better than what it was before, and it just looks so much more organized. I actually enjoy opening up this cabinet now instead of dreading it. And then for the rest of the kitchen, oh, I added another pump because I got this today from Amazon. Not related to organizing, but just figured I'd share because now I feel like it looks a little bit more put together. Didn't do anything with the drawers, those stayed the same. You guys can kind of see this is a little bit more organized now. I have all the plates up here, bowls, mugs, shot glasses. Those are just a bunch of water bottles. That's the only way they fit in here. Then this is containers. We have extra ice trays, a measuring cup, and then a colander or a strainer, something of that sort. 2 cutting boards, and then up here, this is the only place the Nespresso things fit. I know it looks so disorganized, but honestly, I'm hoping to get rid of those boxes soon anyways and put them in here, so hopefully it won't be like that for very long. I organized the fridge a little bit. I was using a tripod earlier, ignore that. I organized the fridge just a little bit so that it looks a little bit more presentable, as the top of that is falling off. But I have eggs, bread, this is some extra leftover chicken and onion. I have cream cheese back there, and then this is just all stacked and organized as well. Drawers have vegetables, drinks, and then over here I have my almond milk, wine, and then any condiments that didn't fit up here. And then here pretty much stayed the same, but I feel like for the most part the kitchen is way more organized than what it was before, and I feel so much better about it. So if you guys need inspo, kitchen inspo, you guys saw that literally it didn't take me that long and it was super affordable to just make everything super organized. You don't have to do this super expensive project to organize your kitchen and to make yourself feel a little bit better. Literally just buy an 8-piece container from Amazon, or go to TJ Maxx and buy a bunch of different containers. Organize your snacks, organize your spices, buy a tray, so on and so forth, and you will feel 10 times better, I promise, because I already feel 10 times better, and the kitchen isn't even as organized as it possibly could be. I could definitely get some cute little aesthetic hand sanitizer and hand soap dispensers, and I could get some cute dispensers for olive oil and vinegar, but at this point in time, I just don't want to do that and don't have the motivation to do that. So this fixed my dilemma. The fridge we'll tackle some other day if I even want to tackle it at all, honestly. Finding drawers that fit that fridge, I don't even know if it's worth my time and money, so it might just always look like that. I just wanted to thank you guys so much for watching this video. All the products that I bought to organize the cabinets and organize my kitchen, I'm gonna have linked down below so you guys can check them out. Part of them are from Amazon, another part is from TJ Maxx, another part is from Bed Bath & Beyond. So the TJ Maxx stuff I might not be able to link, but I'll link similar ones from Amazon, and then I can link the Bed Bath & Beyond and the Amazon products, so look out for that in the description if you guys want to check those out. And if you're not subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe down below. I'm going to be doing a little bit more revamping around my apartment. Like I said, there's going to be a book nook coming. I'm redoing my bedroom just a little bit, and just little things here and there to make this apartment just a little bit more homey. I really would love it if you guys stuck around for that, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.